It's wild. You see these random messages pop up. So I'm a new customer, so I just bought a dozen of cookies yesterday. So they were the best cookies I've ever tried. I appreciate that love, Holly. Welcome to the Panda Co Show, Panda Arts Co Show. This is Ralph K. That's Travis, Mr. 88 Cloud will link him. And you don't know Nemo, but you will. You will. We are walking around the Spotsylvania Town Center. That's center with the C-E-N-T-R-E, not E-R, I've learned. And we want to figure out what's going on. So we'll go to H&M. I'll let you know when we get in the store. See Travis and them with the big boy camera. They vlogging the real. 88 Closet. Look at the Marnies. Y'all don't even know nothing about Marnie. Y'all don't even know nothing about Marnie. If y'all know Marnie, look Marnie up. And you'll find out everything about him. You know what I'm saying? Vlogging. Look at the Marnies. H&M. Now, H&M started as a, don't quote me on this, I think it's a Swedish brand. But nevertheless, of Swedish owners. They got a lot of fashionable things in here, and I think their main competition, from what I can see, is kind of like, not really Zara, but they're in that Zara, they're in a fashionable lane, but I like some of the pieces in here. Let me show you what I saw. If you don't know Keith Haring, you need to look him up. He's a very popular artist that came from New York. White guy. He used to just paint for free. He used to use these graphics at the train stations, and his thing was, he just wanted to lighten everybody's mood. So he would paint different stuff using chalk. There was chalkboards in the subway stations, and he would go paint a number of things just to lighten people's mood, to make their day better. So when no one's looking, he goes in there and he starts painting. Not even paint, again, it's not even paint, it's just chalk. It can be moved away, and he was getting arrested for it. You gotta look up the documentary to see where he was getting arrested for this paint or the chalk on the chalkboards in the subway station. It doesn't make any sense because it's removable. So, but anyway, look up Keith Haring. You'll see everything you need to know. He's one of my favorites. I also like Banksy. Banksy is crazy. Go check out Banksy, and you'll see what you're supposed to be seeing when it comes to true art. He's saying this art is for the people. I'm not selling a thing. He puts it on the street, and people take it and sell it, and they may send him a portion. That's art. That's the nature of art. It should be free to the people, and let them sell it. Let them do it. So, shout out to Banksy. Shout out to Keith Haring. Shout out to Basquiat, man. These guys are pioneers. There's some real nice art pieces in here too. Like I see this. I guess this is a quote from Van Gogh. I see the drawings and pictures in the poorest of huts and the dirtiest of corners. Look at the vivid Van Gogh, Wheatfield, Cyprus, 1889, Vincent Van Gogh. So I had the ideas to do this, but I really want this to be the front of the shirt. I need to be looking like this here. So I got some Panda Co stuff coming, Panda Arts Company stuff coming that's gonna be live like that. Some of my own handwritten drawings. This is right here. Something in Greece. This is a phone number on it, but a Grecian phone number. Infinite Sun Disquotu. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up. Soho Heights. H&M got a little bit of streetwear section in here. I like the Cascades. Bird Collective. Ooh, that's vivid. Bird Collective. Cascade Bird Collective. 1979. I don't know anything about that, but I'm gonna have to look it up. Unplugged, MTV's Unplugged series was legendary. My favorite one was the Jay-Z set. It was nuts. So that's the H&M experience. I like H&M. A lot of good blanks. People actually, y'all don't know, a lot of these streetwear brands go get blanks out of H&M and they flip them for their brand, which is classic. That's what all it is. Most of your favorite brands right now, they buy blanks from somewhere, some factory, and they turn them into their garments. So, yeah, it's just a little style point. Side note, yesterday, cookie sales was incredible, man. I appreciate the support. You know, I've been a couple weeks outside of the cookie space because I had other events going on, but that was a real fun deal yesterday. I sold a lot of cookies, made a lot of new clients. I got some flyers created, so I was able to scale some of that attention quicker. And I'm appreciative. You know, pandacocookies.com and Pandaco Cookies on Instagram. Every handle, Pandaco Cookies. We're planning on growing the cookie brand exponentially. I've creatively mastered some flavors that don't exist, so it's a fun deal. I love it. I love the cookie space. Another thing I've noticed about fashion styling in Virginia, where I live, you know, a couple of years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I had a trip to New York. I noticed certain fashion things. Like, for instance, the campus Adidas is everywhere. It was on everyone's foot. I don't care if they had on a suit. All the women, every woman I passed had on New Balance 550s or campus Adidas. Some still had the New Balance 327s lingering around. It's like one of my favorite shoes. But I just noticed that it was everywhere. Every sect, every brand of person, every race of person had it. Now, you come down to Virginia and it doesn't exist. You don't see it. It's no one wearing it. But now, lately, I've noticed, so maybe now this is a year later, a full year later, everyone's wearing campus and the Gazelle Adidas. So you see how long it takes for these fashion trends to shift region. And New York is only, you know, a couple hundred miles away. You know, you can drive to New York in 5-6 hours from where we are in Virginia. So a 6-hour drive, it took fashion a full year to get down here, where now I start to see most women wearing New Balances and Gazelles or some type of low soccer Adidas. So just the observation I made. So when you're a fashion designer and you're looking to do things, you want to see where the fashion trends are going to be in your area, and you live around my region, North Carolina, Virginia, DC, Maryland, look to New York, look to Tokyo, Paris, and they'll tell you what's coming. So now everything is really oversized, really large pants, a lot of custom designs that people are buying goods and doing their own things to them, sewing them, cutting them, to make it their own personal fashion. And I see for the first time in a long time, everyone's not moving with the collective wave of, you know, this Jordan released and everyone ran to get it. No, people are like, well, I don't want that anymore. I want to wear, you know, this, or I want to wear this boot, or I want to do this thing. And people are staying in their lane for that. So I'm kind of excited to see in the next year or two how that will look, where everyone's just on their own accord. So I'm headed back to the store, looking around the mall. You see the boys, they came in with that package. This is top secret. Can't see what's in there. But let's check out the Cat Nemo braids, man. They got the real OG. That's the, what's the rapper's name? 8Ball and MJG joints. Man. So wait, you don't know who 8Ball and MJG is?
Nah.
You gotta look them up. That was one of Diddy's hardest groups. They weren't Diddy's groups though. They from Memphis, so they don't get the 8Ball and MJG is two of the hardest cats out there. You gotta look them up real quick. Don't want drama, no. Woo. They're two of the hardest dudes in the game. I need to do a vlog, a post, and see who knows who 8Ball and MJG is. That's a travesty. They like help build rap. Yeah, so we're back in the store, One of One. As you can see, everything going up in One of One. New brands, new artwork. Honcho Man right here. This brand right here, I don't really know the name of her brand. I think it's Money Vultures. Man, that joint is fire. The pants are fire. Everything is fire. Look at all the Adidas on the wall. Not only my artwork now, but Honcho Man. Honcho Man has contributed. Look at the art section. Look at the art section. Look at the art section. Now my section is looking real low. Why? Because I've had a lot of purchases. People have purchased a lot of things. So I need to replenish by next week, and I'll be replenished real good. And we'll see how it goes from there. Welcome back to the Panda Co show. You know, we've been pretty active. You know, content is content, but action is action, and sometimes it just requires some administrative work, things that, you know, you may not want to see. Today we're explaining, we've seen our first Palmfish water delivery. We've seen the Palmfish selling in the stores and going to the different events. Now we have another Palmfish update of a different type. That's right, we're here in this store, 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. Now, in my home state of Virginia, there's a lot of different opportunities to sell at farmers markets and different things, but I've always been under the notion that if you have a product, it should be in the store. There's a lot of people selling in different markets at different venues and things. I like the traditional stores, so I was attacking them, and we got our first distributor. We got our first sales channel, which is through 7-Eleven. Now, I've learned that 7-Eleven, some of them are privately owned, some of them are corporately ran. So the privately owned 7-Elevens make determinations on if they want certain products in the store. Our product, this particular owner said that it was lovely designed. He loved the taste, so therefore I'm in the store. So let's go check it out. Let's go see what it's about, and I'll tell you more about it along the way. So yeah, we walk into 7-Eleven and we look around, and We see Palm Fish. I just had a word with the owner about the sales and how it's been moving. Let's check it out in the freezer, in the refrigerator. I like where we're positioned. It's going to take work and effort to get this product, out to the masses and the public. It's a very small location where we're at. So let me show you. So yeah, if we look right down here, it's a full row of Palm Fish available. And we look over here, there's another row of Palm Fish available. Now these are the liter bottles. And this particular one is a 20-ounce bottle. So yeah, you come into this particular 7-Eleven, which is located in Stafford, Fredericksburg location. I'll try to list where it's at, but yeah, this is our first ever location, and the product is in the store. And I said he moved several of them the first few days. So again, takes time, takes work. You're competing. You're in direct competition with Pepsi Cola, and they got Aaliyah written on a Coke, and there's just a lot of motion. So again, these companies, Poppy was a brand started as Mother's and turned into this. So Mark Cuban got involved, and voila. So yeah, a lot of motion, a lot of movement. We'll keep tabs on it as the days go by, but we have marketing opportunities to change the trajectory. So had another talk with the owner just now, wondering if I could do like how Gatorade does, and they post these posters on the glass saying the price. Now he's saying 7-Eleven is saying that you can't do that, but what I can do is go out here to this field and put a little sign up that says Palm Fish water sold here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to price out the little sticker, like little land posters. I don't know what the proper name is for those, but I'm going to look them up. I've seen them everywhere, like for I9 Sports and a bunch of people. So yeah, we're going to move product and continue to grow and progress. I'm actually headed to my third 7-Eleven to put the product in the stores now. So I'm walking me out there. Today's the day. Palm Fish water again. Go big or go home. So again, 7-Eleven number 3. This guy dropping off some Palm Fish. I'll let you know where the address is in just a few. Just bear with me for the rest of the day, and it's a surprise, don't worry. So yes, we are at Gordon Road. I don't know this address though. I have to find this address, but yes, 7-Eleven number 3, Gordon Road. This will probably move down here. I got a lot of friends and a lot of people that are in Spotsylvania County that don't really come out to my neck of the woods, 15 miles north of 20 miles north of here. But this 7-Eleven, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about this. It's a pretty country area. Spotsylvania is kind of more open land. There's a lot of farmland out here, but it's still part of my home base. I consider Stafford County, Spotsylvania County, and Prince William County my home base. I got to cover those bases, and we'll grow from there. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll be in California one day. Who knows? That might be a stretch. Florida. I like Florida. Florida to New York. That's a move. I don't know about Beantown. We'll get to Florida to New York. That's our goal. So anyway, we've been working today. Working, doing a lot of other things for a couple of different people. But yes, 7-Eleven number 3. Packages at my door. I wonder what this could be. Look, see. Oh, I got the flyers. Now, I did a 2-way flyer. Bam. And bam. That's how you get more productivity. Added the YouTube channel on there. Designer cookies, you dig. Bam. A little instructions how to warm these cookies up. Streetwear and cookies and fine art. Can't beat it. Let's go. Rock with me today. So yeah, welcome back to the channel again. I think it was yesterday I was filming and my battery died. So when I went to the mall to check out my inventory, there was no more battery to film the rest of my day. So I guess that shows how important it is to make sure your batteries are always charged when you're conducting social media work. Funny, oddly, I've been watching a lot of the Streamer University stuff. And there's a lot of absolutely valuable information that you can learn from watching some of those streams. I don't IRL stream, but I see the benefit in it and how they're positioning all the different social media platforms together by using one stream. That one stream, they're cutting up pieces and putting it everywhere. and the revenue is coming in from every angle from that one. You know, it might be a 14-hour streaming day, which is insane. That's insane. 14 hours. I can't imagine 14 straight hours of IRL. Now, I do go to a mall where I sell goods. I sell cookies, I sell clothes, I sell these hats and all the fire merch I'm putting in there. Got some new flyers and get ready to take. And I noticed that a lot of people come and there's a lot of interactions that I don't even get to film, or I don't have any recordings of, which would be absolutely hilarious if you could see some of the stuff that happens in the store during the course of a day. It's insane. So anyway, I'm going to maybe start IRLing the cookie days so you can see it. I'm opening a cookie shop, hopefully in the near future. It's under construction. My dear friend and business partner is in charge of that, Monmouth Task. And I'm hoping that I can have IRL streaming there just constantly, the whole day. Just when I get in, start prepping cookies, might be 4 or 5 in the morning. I'm turning it on, and anyone from around the world, I'm assuming, will be able to tune in to see how I'm pulling off these cookies and how I'm designing them and all these different aspects, because I noticed there's really no, besides maybe Cupcake Gemma, none of the real heavy bakers and cookie makers have any social media presence whatsoever. So that's my goal, to kind of tackle some of that. If you're wondering where I'm walking to in my community, they don't have a lot of parking, so I have now positioned my car at the local Giant Food that's not far from me, and I'm walking there. So that's just being real. That's just being real, you know? So anyway, let's head to the mall. We got to head to Hobby Lobby. Let's go to a few places today and get some stuff done per usual. I know I'll get back on my content recording pretty heavy as I kind of slow down a little, because you're trying to figure out different paths you want to take, but now I got an idea, so rock with me today. We've made it to Spotsylvania Town Center. Let's go inside and see what our product's doing now. I'm releasing a ton of products this weekend, like so many shirts, so many hats. It's crazy. I'll give you a full rundown when I get it. Show you my view, what it looked like. Show you my view, what it looked like. What's up? This is what it looked like when you walk up in this jump, niggas. You know what I'm saying? Buying some shit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. See, the store is packed. I mean, super packed. We go to the early days till now, it's totally different. And then there's this, the Pandico section. Look at that. Fresh hats. Fresh new hats. Look at that. Look at the swag. Now, Notre Dame hat is here because family friend Devin Ford is a Notre Dame alum now. Graduated with his master's from Notre Dame after playing on the football team and going to the national title game. Kind of crazy. So yeah, new gears. I have a lot more tomorrow even. This one right here is kind of swaggy. Now I took this picture from one of my friend's wife who was on a family vacation and just had, you know, they were at the zoo, and I grabbed that screenshot and turned it into that. So kind of fire. Health is wealth. A lot of meaning behind that. There's a gold bar inside of a banana, so your real wealth is in the fruits and vegetables and whatnot, to your dig. So yeah, tomorrow I'll come film tomorrow. I might do my first ever IRL tomorrow and just film my whole day being at the mall. Hopefully I got enough bandwidth to keep up with that. But it's the Pandico section right here. A lot of the artwork is right here. You dig? So we're in the building. Artwork up there still. Still haven't tried to sell that really. Just kind of let it meander. Some inquiries, but nothing crazy. So give me a crazy inquiry, I might let it go. So yeah, holla at your boy. And yeah, it's a lot to run a brand. It is. Trust me. It's a lot of moving pieces, but it's fun. You gotta actually love it. This store owner back here, his name is Robert Young. He loves it. He loves running the brand. Here in Spotsylvania Town Center. Look around the town center. And yeah, so when you walk by the door, you see my section right there. You're out here just meandering along and you look back and hey, is that Panda Co? It is. It is Panda Co right there. Time to leave now. I gotta make cookies for tomorrow. Like I said, I might stream all day tomorrow. We'll see what it looks like.